Today we're here with
Adric.
and you're with Jay. This is you do not know ball. You know what I mean? I almost stole my words. You know what I mean? Yeah, I do know ball, so you know it is what it is. But today we're talking about Jaxson Dart.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's the NFL draft is coming up. This is I think he's like the third best quarterback coming in.
Yep.
And we're gonna break it down to see if he's good or not. And I'm gonna break down everything. So we gonna see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you think about
Jaxson Dart?
Yeah.
Jaxson Dart. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna get drafted in the first round, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But
To who?
I mean, we really don't know because a lot of NFL teams picked up a lot of backup and veteran quarterbacks in free agency. So it's like we don't know. But Jaxson Dart, I don't think he's gonna be that good. I think he's a game manager. I feel like he did produce in college.
Yeah.
He played for Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm.
He played in the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
SEC is the toughest division for college football. We all know that, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like he's another Andy Dalton. Like he's another Andy Dalton.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's another Zach Wilson. Like they can make these throws. They can do all that. They got a good enough arm.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like he has that skill set to run a franchise. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But and the reason why I'm saying that is because he's the third best quarterback coming out, and then most of these quarterbacks go to bad teams. So we're thinking from a perspective of him taking over. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think he's that good.
Well, my opinion is I think he is good. He will get picked. Probably even Patriots, Eagles. You know, they'll probably pick him up. You know what I mean?
Eagles definitely not. Patriots definitely not. They're not gonna do that because the Patriots, they already got the quarterback, and then the Eagles already got so that it'll be too much because he's gonna go in the first round. So the Eagles and the Patriots will have to look to take him in the first round because they already got a quarterback. So that Eagles and Patriots definitely not gonna get him. Oh. But for him, I think he might fall to the Steelers, maybe around the Steelers, or he might go to the Giants. If the Giants don't take a quarterback in the first round, he might fall into the Giants, maybe in the late first round or early second round.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Because he's the third best quarterback. But honestly, I don't think he's really that good. You know what I mean? I don't really think he's all that good, man.
What?
And the reason why I'm saying that is because across the board, he has average arm. Average, his processing skills is decent. Where he reading coverages and all that is decent. But it's just that a lot of these quarterbacks, they're like system quarterbacks.
That's crazy. Say decent. He's not decent. He's great, yo. Because dude, look what he does. He does 495 rushing yards.
Rushing or passing?
Rushing.
Not passing.
Wow. He has about...
It might be 3,000.
Yeah, it might be 3,000.
3,000 is decent, but the thing is, the yards don't mean nothing too much because it's a lot of these systematic quarterbacks, there's a lot of plays that are designed for them to flourish. You know what I mean? College, but NFL is more you got to be a student of the game.
Yeah. You
get what I'm saying? So it's just his skill set and all that might be good in college, but NFL, I don't see it. You know what I mean? And then, like I said, is he a trash quarterback? No, but is he a quarterback that's a first round pick or a franchise? I don't think so. I think he might project as maybe a backup quarterback. He doesn't have the skill. I don't think he's that good.
Is crazy.
I don't think he's that good. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he's that good. He has an average arm. He processes average. You know what I mean? The competition is good, but at the same time, he plays in a system where he doesn't really throw the ball. You don't really see that arm strength a lot. So those are the main traits that I see. Can he make those crazy throws?
He can. He just held back by the coaches. You know what I mean? He has the potential to throw even farther if he can. You know? And the team too, because the tight ends are not doing the job. You know?
They the Ole Miss is one of them schools that they never really produce good quarterbacks too. So a lot of times even the schools Like Ole Miss is like the last quarter. We can't even name a quarterback that came from besides Eli Manning. You know what I mean? He won the Super Bowl with the Giants twice, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Which would be dope if the Giants pick him up like in the second round. But I don't look at him as like a franchise quarterback or a quarterback that could win the big games. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So just like the system that, you know what I mean, that he plays in, Ole Miss don't really develop good quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have that flashiness where he can, you know what I mean, like a Caleb Williams, like he's making crazy throws.
Mm-hmm.
Or even when you look at Cam Moore, like he can make off-platform throws. He's very he's average at best.
Yeah.
He's the most and he's only 6'2", 220 pounds. He's as average as you can be. You know what I mean? So I don't think he can really lead a team unless he goes to a team that already has everything there. Right? You know what I mean? That has a good receiving core, good coaching, good run game, good line to protect him.
Yeah.
If he has a good tight end, if he has all that in the lead, then he will do good because it's already there. Almost like how Jalen Hurts with the Eagles. Him going there, he already has everything there, so he's going to be good. But in the NFL, it doesn't work like that. So you know what I mean? And I feel like his skill set is not good enough to win games in the NFL. Maybe as a backup quarterback, but as a starting quarterback, I don't believe.
In my opinion, he can be the top 5 talent prospects in the...
Hell no. Top 5? Hell no.
What?
Hell, a top 5?
Yeah.
He's a top 5 pick?
Yes, top 5.
No, that's wild.
Like he'd be 5.
No, that's wild. That's wild. Yeah, if you do that, somebody gonna end up losing their job. If somebody gonna end up losing their job, remember these guys are getting paid millions of dollars to scout and recruit. They're not trying to lose their job. They got family to feed. So if they pick up, even if they say it's top 10, like somebody gonna end up losing their job. He is not a top 10 talent in the league. Because remember, you got other positions. He's definitely not. Like, hell no. His weakness that he has is more so like he comes off more like a system quarterback. And then like the quarterbacks that was previous before him, they never really did good in the NFL. They're like out the NFL. They were out the lead. So a lot of times system quarterbacks and you see the previous ones that don't do good, a lot of times they're not going to do well too. Because it's like, they're almost like identical to what they were doing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not the same quarterback, but they like the similar skill set.
Let's just agree to disagree. To me, he's potentially a generational player. To me, potential.
Nah.
But
generational talent is somebody like you seen when Joe Burrow came out the lead, he was making these crazy throws. Trevor Lawrence was making these like, you know what I mean? Patrick Mahomes, like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of when you say generational talent, it's almost like, wow, you know what I mean? And if he was a generational talent, he wouldn't be projected going in the bottom of the first or the early second round.
It's just that he didn't have the ability to showcase his game.
But he played in the best competition with the best team. One of the more better teams that recruit better high school players on the team. So I felt like when you see what he did at Ole Miss, that's who he is. Like, I don't think he's going to do anything better than that. But, like I said, if he goes to a team, most teams that are not good, he's not going to do good at all. He has to go to a set team in order to win. Because of his skill set. From the college that he played from, the system, you know what I mean?
What if let's just say he gets picked, say by Giants, right? And then they just focus around his play style, you know?
Well, right now with the Giants, he ain't getting no playing time. It's gonna be a waste of pick because they picked up Russell Wilson, and they got James Winston, so he'll just be a third quarterback on the back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it'll be just a waste of time. You know what I mean? For me, that's how I look at it. I feel like if the Giants was to draft a quarterback, that'd just be a waste of time, because he's not a generational talent. Now, if he was a generational talent, you could probably take him and then you can mold him and see what you could do with him.
Well, it was great talking.
Yeah, man, we going, yeah, man. You don't know ball. I'm thinking you don't know ball, man.
Nah, I
yeah,
know.
That's why I don't think you don't know ball, man. All right.
All right. Peace out.
All right, man. Take care, man.